I don't know why you forgot to multiply the 15 by 3 and get 45. Last week I already returned half of it. Those who handed in earlier. This week I just returned some who passed me later. I got one without name. Could it be yours? But this one is AMF. Yeah. Okay. Shh. Then this one, the x square, you add the power, so it's x5. Okay, indices shouldn't be where you will lose your marks in the paper. So this is y8. Okay, you must read the question carefully. They say positive index notation means your final answer, I cannot see negative power. Okay, next one. Anything raised to the power of 0. Okay, ready or not? Anything raised to the power of 0 is 1. So this one is left with 1. And then apply the square to every term in the bracket. Okay, this thing that I'm saying next is very important. Remember, this has negative power. If you want to bring it down, it doesn't mean that you have to shift the 4 upward. Everything else stays where they are. I don't know why I have a handful of you, when you shift the A4 to the bottom, you shift the 4 up. There is no need to touch the other terms. Because when you have negative power, okay, you bring it down to make it into A to the power of n. If it's at the bottom, you can shift it up. It doesn't. Everything else stays where they are. So assuming that this one is like this. This is on its own. So the rest shouldn't change their position. They should be still where they are. This one, yes, it's in Google Classroom. If I split them, it is still the same thing, what? A to the power of -4, you can change it to 1 over A4. So the 4 don't change position, remember that. So final answer. Okay, there's too much conversation going. Amishi, are you ready?
If the WA1 practice paper, where are we supposed to submit it? Because I don't have, like, for some reason I didn't submit it. But I finished everything.
Okay, later after class you can pass to me. Okay, so, shh. Okay, even if you don't have the paper with you, refer to the soft copy first. Some of you I already returned the marked copy to you last week. Yes. Yeah, -4, yeah, why? Yeah, over 4. Because this -4 is not for both of them. It's only for the it's only for A. 4 is on its own. Yeah, so you cannot treat them as one. Yeah. Okay, so this one is important. So final answer is this. Okay, next one. This one, there are 2 ways of dealing with it. You can choose to flip the fraction first. You flip the fraction inside and make the power positive. This is one way. The other way is you can apply every power to -2/3. So when I say that, every power gets -2/3. 8 has a power 1. 8 has a power 1. So everything gets the power 2/3. So you see which one you prefer? Do you want to flip first and change to positive power? Okay, every year if you go and see the past year paper, every year there will be one question that looks like this, the fractional power. So make sure you don't make careless mistakes for the fraction power. Okay, then you will end up having this to be -4. This one to be, if you apply this, Using the calculator, I think you will get a 1/4, is it? I think so. Or let's make this. Okay, let's make this. Okay? So you end up having S minus 4, 2 minus 2, and R minus 2. So now that is where you need to change the position. So this one I shift down, become S4 at the bottom. This one I shift up, become 2 square on top. This one I shift up, become R square above. So final answer is 4R square S4. Okay, this shifting only requires if you apply the negative power straight into the bracket. If you do the flip, you don't have negative power. Everything is already positive. So it will be quite neat. You will get this already. Because you already done the flipping. This one you can just use calculator. It will give you 4 directly. So you see what method works for you. I personally prefer the one on top, but if you like this, please be careful with the shifting. That is where you will make mistake. So this one page itself, you see already 5 marks. Indices, there will be questions like this. Make sure you know how to do. They will test you power 0 definitely. They will test you fractional power.
Wait, so power 0 is a must?
Always will have. Because they need to test you at every single thing. Negative power will have as well. Okay?
Miss Wang,
Yes.
why is something to the power of 0 always 1?
Because we proven this before, right? If let's say you have 3 cube, let's say A cube divide by A cube. So can you see it is this
Oh, and it just cancels out
to 1. So when A minus 3 minus 3, you get A to the power of 0. That's why it's always equal to 1. It cancels out. Okay? So not that they foresee it, but it is the rule. Okay? So this is for power 0. Let's go to the next one. Laws of indices. That means you cannot use calculator and tell me what this is on the calculator. You have to use the laws. So take out 3 to the power of 4. You left 21 plus 6. Okay, and then 21 plus 6 is just 27. Okay, 27 is 3 to the power of 3. Bracket is the same as multiply. So I can change it this way. And then I realize it's 3 to the power of 7. So K is just 7. So you must use laws of indices to do this. Okay, cannot go and evaluate. Yes.
I don't get the part where there's 2 3 to the power of 4, but then there's only 1 3 to the
Okay, you can just imagine if I let A be 3 to the power of 4. Then this is 21A. This is 6A. So if I take out the A, there's only one of them. Yeah, like factorization. Okay, so you wouldn't have 3 to the power of 8 outside. It's just one of them. Okay. Next one, standard form. This one, you can press calculator and use the calculator to do standard form for you. But if you don't want, you shift these 2 position to the front. Then actually this is square. This same part. Okay, if you shift 2 position, 249.38, you shift 2 place value forward, you get 2.4938. To change it back to the original form, you need to times 10 square.
Maybe 10/7.
No, not yet. I haven't copied down the 10 to the power of 9. Okay? So remember, standard form, this number must always be between 1, strictly less than 10. Must be single digit. Okay? Cannot be more than 10. So cannot be a 2-digit number. Must be like between 1 and anything less than 10. So the answer you will get from here is 10 to the power of 11. Today is Monday. 27 April. I think, I don't know. Okay, so once you know the standard form for this, they say 1 million is 10 to the power of 6. So what happened is, I want this thing to become 10 to the power of 6. So I split it as 5 and 6. So this is the million I want to keep. This is the million I want to keep. They add up to 11, right? So to evaluate this part, I need to shift 5 place values. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will be 224,380 millions. Yes.
Why would it
Eh,
be
sorry, wrong number.
2.2438? I thought 2.4.
Did I copy the number? Eh, what number did I see? Okay, sorry. I don't know where I got that number from. My eyes. How did it suddenly become that? Yeah. 249.38. Oh my god. What happened to my eyes? So 2.4938. This one also 2.4938. Okay, so you shift 249,380. Millions, no need to write 10 to the power of 6, just change to millions. So don't go and round off anything, keep every number you see there. Standard deviation, you just need to follow the rules. Make sure the number here is always between 1 and 10, strictly smaller than 10.
So teacher, so it is 10, 2.4938 times 10
To the power of 5. The total is 11, but I evaluate the 5. I keep the 10 to the power of 6 because they want to change to millions.
So like, you just delete the 10.
Not delete, we replace this with million, the word millions. Because we already know that it's times 10 to the power of 6. Can I? Okay, move on. Next one. This Ashley deposited 6,000 in the bank. So this is the principal amount he put in. Compound interest 2.8% per annum. Annum means per year. So this is the R. And then I want to find interest. So if you look at first page, this is the formula. So I put in my info. This is my N. So 6,000. And then 2.8. And then 4 years. So just key in this whole thing into the calculator. 1.28 to the power of 4. So you will get so much. Wait, did I press anything? Oh, 2.8.
Miss Wong, is it 2.8, 2.8?
What 2.8? 2.8.
You write
2.8.
Miss Wong, you write 28 overall.
2.8. Okay, so remember money is 2DP. Money, the smallest denomination you have is 1 cent. So we always leave to 2DP. So I don't want A, I want interest, right? So you need to use this to subtract the 6,000 you put in.
This one.
Yes.
But the answer is 776.
76?
But there's a few more significant.
Yeah, it's 4,536. So it's still 75.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so 700.75 is the answer. So don't be too happy when you are done with this. Go and check. They want interest or the amount. The trick is always this one. So just be careful about that. Okay, this part, they say it shows a sketch. Can you find the value of A?
Is this still correct? Because I rounded this 10.
Ah, can.
Okay.
But the bottom one cannot.
The bottom one.
Yeah, because it's a rounded off of a rounded off. So you should give me 755.
Oh.
Cannot give me 76.
Okay.
You'll be inaccurate already. Okay, I want to find A. So the idea is to eventually solve for the unknown. They give you 2 points. You can sub it in to help you find the unknown. I'll personally choose this because got 0 easier to sub. So I will sub in x as 0 and y as 2 into the equation. So 2, 3, 0. So this is just A equals to 2. Done. So you just solve. A in this case is the value. This one is an exponential graph. So the A is not gradient. It just tells you how many times you multiply your exponential graph with. Okay, although this time round for your WA2 you shouldn't be seeing this shape in the sketch. Okay, but you need to know the idea of solving for unknown. Okay, length of AB, even without question part 1, you still can do part B. So use the two coordinates they give you and find length. So remember, it's like Pythagoras theorem. You find the difference of the x coordinate. So 1 minus 0 square. And then 6 minus 2 square. Middle is add. It's like a square plus b square. So final answer is 1 plus 16. Square root 17, which is a 4.12 units.
How come cancel out
Because you won't see as in you don't need part 1 to solve part 2. Because some of you think that maybe part 1 I can't do, I will skip part 2. Sometimes they are independent. Won't have exponential graph because that's until 5.1. Yes. I choose this point to sub in. So that I can solve for the unknown A. Yeah.
Wait, Miss Wong, but it's a curved line one, so you can't use...
I can't use what?
You can't use the distance formula.
They only want you to find the length between A and B. They never say it must be from the curve.
The line AB.
Yeah, so this line lah. Not the actual line on the curve, but if they form a line between A and B, they want to know what's the length. Yeah. Can I? Okay, move on.
Can you just give it in cents?
Can, but make sure must be the simplest form. That means if there's a perfect square, you have to split it. Can I? Okay, next one. This one. It says show that Q is 5. So first thing first, you already have the equation of the line. C is a point on the line. So you can sub in y as 0 and x as q into this equation 2y plus x equals to 5. So go and plug it in. And then it is just like that. They just want you to show that it is 5. Because this is a point, this is the x, this is the y. I can sub into this equation if it lies on it. So once you solve that this is 5, go and change this to 5 so that you won't forget. Next is I have another line P, also cuts the y-axis at this point. So they tell you this is 0, 2.5. And then the y-axis at this point. They say given that the gradient is this, can you find the equation? So choose the point that is given to you. You have a point, you have gradient. Use y minus small y, gradient minus small x. So the equation is just, that's all. This is the equation that I want. Okay, so it's actually all very direct. You all just need to be very careful when you all answer the question. If you want, you can go through the gradient, find y-intercept, then y2 minus y1.
But it should work during the exam.
Yes, it will work. Okay, next one. Hence, find the coordinates of A. So A lies on this line. So it means you can sub A into this equation that you just found. Okay, so I'm going to put my P into X and my Y as 0. So 1/3 P is 2.5. So 1/3 P is minus 2.5. And then P is minus 7.5. So coordinate A is just minus 7.5, 0. So go and write here minus 7.5. Okay, lastly, they say, can you find the area of this then? So it is just half times base times height. If you want to do a shoelace method here also can, just to flex. Okay, but no need. You just half times the base. From 5 to negative 7.5 is 12.5 units. And then the height here is 2.5. So you can find the area easily. So E-math really you got to score. So this time round the E-math WA2, right? There are some explanation question. Could be the factor that affect you whether you get your A1 or your A2. So you have to be careful with the explanation question. Yeah, corrected, done already. Printed. I can't. You want to see me on the newspaper? A concerned teacher leaked the question. Okay, last one. A, B, C, D. Shh. So you see A, B is subjective. My easy and your easy is different.
Oh, that's alright.
Okay, so like that. So you know you can guess that D is somewhere here. So imagine shifting. Okay, imagine shifting from B, you minus 2.5 unit. And then you move to the left, 7.5. So it's going to be the same thing from here. You minus 2.5 for the Y coordinate. And then you minus 7.5 for the X. So the X, 5, you minus 7.5. The Y, you minus 2.5. So your coordinate is this. Sorry? 5 is from part A what? This one, this coordinate here is 5. Because I'm trying to shift from here to here, it should form the same triangle as moving from here to here. So this one only got 1 mark because you just give me the answer. You don't even need to show working. Okay? So I move on. Oh, okay.
This one looks a bit easy.
Yeah, it's not very difficult. The only difficult question is the graph suitable line. Okay, and any explanation question you see in the paper. The rest is a must get. If you lose marks in indices, your A is gone. Yes. I don't know, maybe I see 3. I think so. Small part, 1, 2 marks. Yeah. Okay, move on. Shh.
Do you want to accidentally leave the classroom with your iPad?
No, the paper is not here. No. Okay, move on. I'll give you all extra practice one. Not really. Explanation very difficult to prepare one. Yeah, I'll do the textbook question. We have explanation. Okay, this one. Shh. Okay, almost time. This one. Shh. This one is 5.5. We haven't learned. It's not tested. Almost time. Okay, this one. Everything else, I'm not worried. Tangent. Shh. Tangent is 5.3. We haven't learned. Won't be tested. Okay, it's just this one. The only thing that I tell you that you might lose marks is this one. So remember, your goal is to get this. So you look on the left hand side, everything is perfect. Except the minus 3 and the x that is in the way. So go and minus x on both sides first. Oops. Minus x on both sides. And then you plus minus 3 also. So when you see that, can you see that your equation becomes this? Okay? So once your left hand side is your curve, you are expected to draw this suitable line. So like I mentioned, suitable line, you pick any 2x value that is in the range. So they say x is between -2 to 2. You choose whichever you like. Usually I like to choose 1, 0 and 1 because it's easy to calculate. So go and draw sub x as 0, you get 1. Sub x as 1, you get 0. Go and plot these 2 points out. Draw the line and see where they cut your curve. Those are your answers. Okay?